There's a quantum in front dropping of someone. I ran into it. I closed. I'm screaming for help. I'm crying. Those ladies in the taxi, they're also screaming and crying. And then I remember the guy was like, Sisi, kichama lapa, ichwaka mkolweni yaka. That time the monster is about to break the car. I break the car. Came to the taxi. He tries to open because I locked. I'm screaming. I'm crying. The taxi driver just opened the passenger door. He took his hand in and opened. Tax fab.
Welcome to the Safe Space Chess Podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing us. Big shout out to Sand Studios. That's where we are recording this beautiful episode. I have a beautiful... Hi, guys. When I tell you that this lady is beautiful, ne? Anyway, it's fine. You will see her for yourself. She will introduce herself and we'll take it away. My sister.
Hi, Madam Speaker.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Is it legal to be this beautiful?
Let's blame the parents, eh?
Ne? The parents, ne?
the
I know.
genes.
Shout out
Good
to the
genes, eh?
parents.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Are
much.
you well?
Yes, I'm well.
I'm also good.
I am.
Please introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, guys. My name is Dineo Mahlatsi, and I'm from Limpopo in Sukukuna village. But currently, I stay here in Midrand, and I'm a proud mother, and I'm also a working professional, and I'm an outgoing person. Like it's when you're only if you step on my toe, that's when you'll find me here.
Sure. I know their color. Already we are on 1, we are on 100. Sure.
Yes.
Who stepped on your toes?
Madam Speaker, my ex-partner.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
The beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. How did you meet this person?
Okay. So Dineo was a late bloomer, so I was very shy. High school, varsity, I never dated. And after varsity, I came to Joburg. I studied at University of the Free State. And then afterwards, I came to Joburg. And then now it was working time. I was in corporate, 9 to 5. So considering the fact that in Bloemfontein, it's quite slow and quiet, and then you come to Joburg, it's a vibe. So me being shy and being a late bloomer, I used to just go to work and then go back to my house. And then I thought of, you know what, let me download a dating app. That's where it started. Dineo downloads a dating app, which was Tinder. And first date wasn't good, second date wasn't good. And then I remember the third day, as I was swiping, I saw this light-skinned dude. Let's just call him Mr. Flex.
Okay.
Then I met Mr. Flex there. He swiped right, and I also swiped right. Okay, shabu. Mr. Flex DM'd me. Hi, how are you? My name is Mr. Flex. We introduced ourselves. And then I just liked him. I don't know why. And then I shared my WhatsApp number. So from Tinder, we took it to WhatsApp. And then from WhatsApp, that's where he sold me dreams, lying to each other, smooth talking. And then we had our first date. I remember every now and then at work, because our offices were in Bryanston, and then he would knock off from his office in Sandton and come to Sandton City. And then I'd take Uber from Bryanston to Sandton City, and then we'd have like a date every single day for 5 days.
Ha.
Yes. After work, we meet at Utopia Zero or wherever. And then day 5, he told me that, you know what, my birthday was on the 26th of November. And then I was like, no ways, my birthday is on the 26th of November. We showed each other IDs and the rest was history. Yes. So honestly speaking, it started off well, but yeah, a lot happened along the way.
So now when you kick off the relationship,
So when we kick off the relationship, so when I met him, obviously he didn't have a house, he didn't have a car, but I had an apartment. And the first 6 months, I was still a virgin, and then he broke my virginity. I took him into my house. I think that was the first biggest mistake because I used to pay for everything. He never used to assist me, but because girl is in love, he stays in my apartment. Okay, building, Bob the Builder, Dineo. Okay, we're building together, and then I fall pregnant. He sends his family to my family to Kokota. not Pelovola, Bakokota. This was 2018, 29 December. And then the next year, I gave birth in March, which was 2019. And then that's when he was like, you know what? Let's move out of your place and then let's start life together because now we have a child. I was like, sure, let's go. And then that's when he found an apartment. That's where everything just went a bit south because now 50-50. Dineo wasn't used to doing that. Dineo was used to staying in her own place, paying for her own stuff, going to work, coming back. Now I'm sharing with this person and it has to be 50-50. Where I come from, a man is a provider, a caregiver. So it was something new to me. But because I was still deeply in there, I would do, sometimes I wouldn't manage, but I would force. So slowly but surely I was losing myself, but I wasn't aware. Because remember, this is the person who broke my virginity. I'm too attached to this guy. And then the cheating started now. Remember, a new mom and all that. Yeah, there I lost myself. Heartbreak, chest pains every now and then. I promised, no, I'm going to stop. It never stopped. And then fast forward 2021, towards the end of 2021, I found out that I was pregnant with our son now. And then I gave birth in 2022. And then there, after giving birth to my son, things became a bit better because now he is a boy. He's like, I want to be a better man. I don't want to ill treat you like I used to. Yeah, for a few months, man, up until our son was 6 months, he was okay. And then verbal abuse started now and emotional abuse. He'd be so violent in his voice. And I remember at some point he got hospitalized and then he was diagnosed with psychosis. And then psychosis, what are we going to do now? And then the doctors,
What is psychosis?
it's a condition that has to do
A
with
psychological
the neurological condition. Yes. So now the doctors told me that, you know what, he just needs to have his medication, he'll be fine. There's going to be mood swings, you know? Yes. But if he becomes violent or abusive, it's not because of the condition. It's who he is. Okay. He's been taking medication since then. And then at some point, he had to now stop working because things were getting worse. This was last year in April. The verbal abuse just got so worse to an extent whereby I remember I would record him now, start sending recordings to home or to friends. And because I didn't feel safe. Yes, I didn't feel safe at all. And I remember I would tell him, I was like, you know, if you dare beat me one day, I'll make sure that I expose you, get you arrested, and break up with you. Yes. So, first, second year of our relationship, things were fine. But from there, we've been together for 6 years. So the 2 years was better. The full 4 years, it was hell. And then went back to the doctors again for examination. They said now he has temporal lobe epilepsy. That's why now he's on temporary disability. And then again, psychiatrist, psychology, they'll say to me, Dineo, him being violent to you and being verbally abusive, it's not because of his condition, it's who he is. So if he does anything to you, get him arrested.
Don't blame it on the condition.
Yeah, but I never thought he'd do anything. But I don't know, the past few months, I've been telling family, I'd be like, the way this guy is so verbally abusive, sometimes they're like, yeah, I'll take this. I'm out of the balcony, kill you. Now, if you leave me, I'll kill you and all that. And then the next day, it's back to normal. He wants us to be fine. Now I'm still hurt from all those stuff that he was saying.
also.
Yes. And then now he's fine. So we can't blame the condition for someone's actions. Even his doctors did confirm that. But I just want to get that out of the way because on social media already he was saying, if you want to tell the story, tell the whole thing. So this is the whole story whereby he was diagnosed with something, but the doctors were like, it's not an excuse for him to be violent. Yeah.
So is it, had you started speaking on social media? Is that the reason why you're saying that he said that if you want to tell the story, you must tell the whole story?
Yes. To an extent whereby he was like, the incident that happened on the 23rd, case is dismissed. I'll sue you for defamation of character, but it's all a lie. Yes.
Okay, so from you discovering that he's got this condition that obviously it's manageable with the medication,
Yes.
and him being verbally and emotionally abusive, um, how long did you have to endure all of that?
Sure. I think full 3 years now. Yes, because remember, he stopped working last year in April.
Okay,
So if you
because of the
calculate,
condition.
yes,
Okay.
from last year till now, it's a year and 7 months or 6 months. And then even prior to that, another 1 year, 6 months, it's a full 3 years. So me being that Dineo of father of my kids, loving this guy that broke my virginity, that didn't work for me. Bob the Builder and all that, no, it didn't work out.
Did you try to get help from like your family members, involve them and all that stuff?
Problem is that he's very stubborn. His mom was trying to speak to him. He didn't listen. My mom tried. He didn't listen. And the only hope we had was the psychiatrist and the psychology he went to every month. But then he started now also attacking them.
Sure.
Yeah, verbally. So it got to a point where I was just like, no, I can't. Because it was on and off. At some point, I would break up with him. I think I broke up with him 3 times. I'd go home for 3 months. Next thing, I apologize whatsoever. I go back. You know, when you feel sorry for someone, it's like when you love someone that much that you tell yourself that, you know what, I'm going to support this guy no matter what he's going through. I'm just going to be there with it. But you're being a rock, guys. I'm not Mbokoto. Sorry, not for me.
You
Yes.
tried
I
and tested.
Yes.
Sure.
Sometimes I'd even pray about it. God, please help me. Please help me. What should I do? The signs were there. The red flags were there. But because you told yourself, "All right, I love this guy. I want to help this guy. He's going to be fine." Sometimes you'll die deep inside while trying to help someone. So I really, really, really got up to here. I was fed up. It was bad. Especially when someone starts shouting you in front of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I was like,
This is not it.
this is not it. There's no way I can be stuck in here.
So how then do you, because remember you were saying that the whole time it was just emotional and psychological
Yes.
abuse, right? Verbal abuse, nothing physical.
Yes.
What changed?
Yo, what changed is what happened on the 23rd of November. I don't know if I should go into the story now.
You literally just have to go. I get I know.
Yes.
But the people don't know.
Okay, no problem.
I'll also say, wow, like I don't know. I'll pretend to be shocked. But I've already been shocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So, Shabu, my paternal grandmother, my dad's mother, passes away. And they tell me about the whole passing. Okay, it's fine. And then they told me on a Saturday. I only told him on a Monday. Simply because our relationship is at a point whereby I feel like he doesn't support me or listen to me. Even if I tell him, it's like, he's just going to be cold. So I had to go through all this grief of, okay, I just lost my grandmother. How do I even tell him? Is he going to support me or, Okay, I tell him about it. And then I tell him that I want to attend the funeral. It's like, okay, it's fine. So at first I wanted to live with my 2 kids in the help and go home, right, for the funeral. And then he was like, no, come up with another suggestion. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll ask auntie to stay with the kids here in Midrand. For the first time, I leave my kids when going home. I don't know why. And then I asked auntie, can you stay with the kids this weekend? Please don't be off. And then he was like, okay, it's fine. Then he's like, okay, we'll go together. Fine. Thursday, go to work. I knock off early. Really go to the salon, go buy snacks, cool drinks, everything. Friday morning, we wake up, trip to Limpopo. I'm the one driving. I'm always driving us. Sharp, we go to Limpopo. When we get to Limpopo, we go to my dad's side of the family where the funeral is going to take place, greet everyone and all that. And then from there, we go to my mom's house. So the funeral was at Rampatlela area. And then my mom stays go uphill in Skukune. So we drove this like 40 kilometers from there. And then fine, that Friday, in the evening, I tell him that tomorrow we need to wake up 4:30 because I need to do the viewing of my grandmother. And Mohai, we do it early in the morning. And it's 40 minutes drive to there. And it's like, unfortunately, I can't wake up that early. I'm going to wake up at 9.
Wow.
So already I can tell that, okay, this guy said he's going to support me, but he's starting to be a bit,
It's like a
off.
burden anyway. You're bringing somebody who's not even supporting you.
Yes. Okay. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me bring this up while my mom is there. While we're chilling there, as we're about to sleep, I tell my mom, like, yo, tomorrow I need to go view my grandmother. And he says we need to wake up at 9. How? And then my mom is like, Dineo, there's no way you can sleep here. You'll have to leave now. It's like 11 at night, Friday. It's raining. You'll have to leave now and go to Rampahlela and book a guest house there. That's what I did. Called my cousins that side. They hooked me up with the guest house. I booked that guest house around that area. We left and still I drove in the rain. Drove all the way to Rampahlela and
Sorry, is there a specific reason why you were the only one who was driving? Is it because of his condition or
he says
just...
medically he's not like he can't drive. He's not medically valid. He's not even allowed to drive. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
But sometimes you drive. I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll drive in the rain. It's fine. We get to the guest house. We check in. It's Friday night. Sleep. I didn't even sleep that night. Sharp. The following morning, I wake up Gabo 4:30, and then I wake him up. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go bath. When I'm done, I'll let you know. It's like sharp. I go bath. I come out of the shower, and then I tell him, "Can you wake up? Because now it's like past 5. Yes." And then he's like, "I don't have time to be waking up so early." Okay, sharp. Dress up. Soon as I'm done dressing up, I tell him I need to go view my grandmother. So let me know when you're done bathing. Okay, sharp. I leave. I go my grandmother's house, do the viewing. After viewing, I try to call him, he doesn't pick up. Ceremony starts. We there. Sharpo afterwards, I call him, I'm telling him we're going to the graveyard. Still he didn't pick up. So I'm even sending voice notes. I'm like, you know what? Let me not stress myself. This is my moment, right? This is the grandmother that they named me after.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop calling this guy. It's fine. Went to the graveyard and then we got there, buried my grandmother. And then as soon as we were done, I remember everyone was leaving and then I wanted to go see my dad. My dad was also buried in that gravesite. And then I remember I was there and then I was talking to him. I remember my last words. I said to him, please show me a sign because I just feel like this guy is not the one. And then, okay, fine. As I was leaving, because I was the last one there with my cousin and my uncle, he calls, he's like, Emona, where are you? I'm done. That time is well past 10. Yes. And then I call my mom, like, you know what? That person there says he's done. And I'm still on my way from the graveyard. Since you in the yard, can you just fetch him there? It's like, okay, fine, I'll go fetch him. Sharp, we drove, went back to my dad's side of the family, obviously. When we got there, now I see my mom, she's alone. And I'm like, where is he? It's like, no, he's in the car. And parabaki. He's not wearing a jacket. So I asked him to stay in the car because it's not a sign of respect.
Yeah.
Fine, go to my mom's car, find him there. He says he's hungry.
That's where you... Mara, my sister.
Oh, okafula line kwa. I get now. I'm pissed. Okay, fine. He comes out Kasipa. Obviously, I just have to act cool. It's fine. But they already know. Every now and then, I'll tell my dad's side of the film that this guy is something is wrong. Shapo goes in, and then after the funeral, after burial, after people are done eating, you sit in the tent. Ladies, you chill as ladies. Man as man. So while we sitting there, he was chilling next to me. He's like, you know what? I need to go fetch a bottle of Hennessy that he bought. Okay. He goes to the car, fetches it, and then next thing, one of the men in the family comes and takes him. My guy, as man, we chill as man. Women chill as women. I'm there with my cousins and my aunts. He's in same tent, but I'm just on the other side of the tent. Sharp. He drinks that bottle alone. My uncles don't drink. Some are even the CC church members. In that one sitting, he finishes that bottle alone. Okay. I'm chilling there. Even I'm being introduced to family members that saw me when I was young. Next thing I start hearing some loud voice, man. I'm like, no, man. This voice, Madam Speaker, I turn back. It's him. I go there. And then, Kiramoyena, please put your voice down because you're embarrassing me. Obviously, those people are my uncles and waras. You're not even wearing a jacket. I think I went there more than 8 times trying to keep him down. Even some old man went to go speak to him. He's like, Baba, keep it down. Okay. And I told my cousin, I was like, this is not working. You know what? Let me just go tell him that I go guest housing where we booked. I want to charge my phones and I want to change this black clothes because they're hot. Just to remove him from the whole situation. Okay, I go to him. I tell him, let's go to the guest house. I need to change. He's like, okay, sure. We go. As we walk to the car, before we can enter the car, I check. And then I'm thinking, this guy embarrassed me in front of my family. The least I can do is cause a scene. Let me just keep quiet and give it to him. My sister, he finished that whole bottle alone in that one sitting. This is someone who's like drunk. And I don't want to fight in front of people. Give him the car keys. It's fine. He takes the car keys. We go into the car. So the gravel road is like, what, Boma? 30 meters before we can get to the main road. As we get in the car, now he starts complaining and swearing about the conversation they had as men. Remember, I was sitting with the ladies. I don't even know what the conversation was about. He starts saying, yeah, your uncle thinks, they think they're important. They think they're the ish, you know? And then now he starts also swearing at me. Yeah, you took after them. I'm the god. I'm the shit. I'm this, I'm that. Okay. In that situation, I'm thinking, this guy's drunk. He's driving. The best I could do is
Shut
up, keep quiet. So now when I'm keeping quiet, it's frustrating him because I'm not giving him the fight he's looking for. We get to the main road. The main road in Hampatela, the people who know it go Escalating, there's a lot of humps there, the main road. Guy speed, 200. No stopping at the humps. Guys, I don't wish that feeling to my worst enemy. Like, it was the worst thing that I've ever felt in my entire existence. That guy didn't stop. Oncoming traffic, they go off-road, go gravel. So now I know the experience of someone being tortured before they die, especially in a car accident, the feeling of what those people go through before they die. I don't understand, how am I still alive? There he is. People are screaming, cars are hooting. Hums, size, goo, goo. 200 speed. I could see it with my eyes. Okay. Now I'm screaming. I'm crying. I'm begging him to stop. I'm doing this because he's on the side. I'm like, please stop. I'm screaming. Next thing, I see a black punch on my right eye. Yes, it was this eye. Oh, he started punch. So the hairstyle that I had, Kipondo, half closure in your hair. He took the ponytail, wrapped it on the steering wheel so that he can balance with this hand. Yes. And then took this hand and then scraped the closure glue like halfway. Now my head is like this on his lap. And then he's using this part of his, I'll never forget that, you guys. Okay, he's using this hand. See this vertebral column there, your spine. And I can still remember I went from pain to heat. That time the car is on 200 there. So I can feel that every sound comes with that blackness. I can feel that I'm going to die in this car. I'm getting unconscious. So since my mother was the one who taught us about cars, how to drive and everything, it's like, Dineo, if there's an accident or if the car does anything, always pull the handbrake. So I'm teaching everyone, if you're in that kind of a situation, handbrake, yes. Next thing, I just pull that handbrake and then I see the speed there is going down. As it was less than 50 kilometers, opened the door, jumped out of the car. My sister was running. I was a mess. Half closure, like I'm a mess. Hair piece here, the ponytail. Some of it came off. Keep bruised because he was punching me. And then I see a taxi. I'll never forget that guy in my entire existence. There's a quantum in front dropping off someone. I ran into it. I closed. I'm screaming for help. I'm crying. Those ladies in the taxi, they're also screaming and crying. And then I remember the guy was like, Sesi, ke tša malapa, e tšwa ka mo koloing ya ka."
Yebazalwane, thank you so much for the love and support that you've been showing us. We see the growth and we do not take any person who has subscribed to our channel for granted or even just to view. We appreciate every single one of you guys. And also, I would just like to say thank you so much to those who have been joining in for membership, Bazalwane, because you know what? All the money that we've been making from the memberships is going to the Madam Speaker Foundation, which its heart is for helping women who are surviving gender-based violence and victims of gender-based violence, as well as children. And also we have Yeba Zalwani merchandise, which all of its profit is also going to supporting women who are coming out of gender-based violence situations and are just trying to start up. So if you know that in your heart God has laid it, that you should contribute to the growth or just helping a sister out, please join in for membership, because every single cent actually counts. And also, please buy a merchandise. Yeba Zalwane, you're not doing it for us. You're actually doing it for the people out there. Thank you so much for the love and support and all the entities that have been reaching out to try and help our previous guests. We appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you so much.
That time the monster is about to break the car. I break the car. Came to the taxi. He tries to open because I locked. I'm screaming, I'm crying. The taxi driver just opened the passenger door. He took his hand in and opened. Tax, fam, with my neck. And then now punches to the car. Get in the car. Now at that moment, because now I tried to escape, this guy now could feel that this is not a beating anymore. Now he's trying to finish what he started because he knows that he's messed up. Round 2, the shaky ponytail now, back to the steering wheel. Same. And he was strategic. He was here. If I show you pictures of how I looked, I even had that neck brace. He was here. When he sees that maybe I'm not passing away quick, the head now, boxing and punching the head. Now, again, that thing starts. It's going blank. It's going, I can feel, I'm not screaming anymore because it's that painful that you can't even cry. It's just heat that you're feeling. And then up till today, I don't understand how I thought again of pulling the head for the second time. But this time, I saw that there's people on the left side of the road. And there's people from church waiting for bus. There's men, there's women. And then I just timed that car. When we hit that hump again, pulled it. So when I pull, he gets distracted, tries to control the car. That's how I managed to jump out of the car. And then I check the speed, goes low, jump out of I was screaming. I was a mess. Those people didn't understand what's happening. And then they're asking what's happening. I'm trying to tell them that he's trying to kill me. Because now remember, I saw what happened with the taxi driver. Now I'm hysterical about everything so that I don't go back into that car because he's going to finish me. And then now he breaks the car. He comes out. Now he wants to beat me in front of those people. They're like, not here. Wait, yeah. Those guys are like, not here. It's like, yeah, I'll shoot you all. Goes to the guy. I tell them he doesn't even have a gun. He opens the boot, and then onto that thing, onto the, when you change the tire.
Yeah, the jack.
The jack. He comes with the guys. Come on, my brother. Come on, waiting for your gun. What's that? And then one of the guys was like, guys, I need him pakati. This one. One of you can just sort him out. And then there was a guy who took scoops of paraffin out of the van. So I wanted to pour it on him and then ran into the car and just fled. Okay. And he's going where? To the guest house. And then I'm still there. I'm crying. They're like, okay, just give us a number because my phones are off. I was supposed to go charge them there. Give us number of someone that you know. At least I give them my mother's number. They call her. And then I'm trying to speak. She can't hear nothing because I'm crying. And then they take the phone. We have this lady here. She says her name is Dineo. And this man is literally trying to kill her and she's bruised. Where can we take her? And then my mom is like, please just bring her specially home. I'll pay you whatever money that you want. These are strangers. This is people I don't even know. Go from slaying in the morning to I don't know. I didn't even care. The way I was crying. Imagine in the middle of nowhere, you don't know anyone. Your phones are off. you screaming hysterically. That feeling, guys, I don't wish it on anyone. It's the worst pain ever. I still get flashbacks even today. Okay, those guys take me in their Avanza there. We go 40 kilometers drive to where my mom was. And then he goes to the guest house, gets there, takes his stuff, now starts harassing the people at the guest house. There's footage that they send me that I have. Starts swearing at them, "Futek, clever jaws in na." Stuff like that. And then from there, I'm on my way home. He leaves the guest house. He goes where? Back to my dad's side of the family. Gets there, but he looks confused. They asked him, "What's wrong?" "We got hijacked. Dineo got kidnapped." My sister, if I got to that guest house, he was going to kill me, go throw me in the river. Clearly, that was the plan. Yes. And then told them that. They're like, "There's no way. You guys left literally here less than 10 minutes ago. There is no way. Where is she?" Now he starts crying. They're like, "You know what? This guy's going to waste time for us." And then now they're saying cars start coming out, go search for me. Guess what? He helps them search for me.
Ha.
So when I was meant to die that day, yes. And then I was charging my phone in those guys' car, and then got to my mom, sharp. As I switch on my phone, I find some 3 voice notes that he sent me. I don't know if we can play them here. You can play for the people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
e lo ro nyaka gore ko late ko leng umbotse or nlate ko ke leng finish and clar bone ko tšee o di ko tšee ko bontsha ka mokgwa le batho ba le di tlaela ka ona ka mokgwa ke tla wa ripang ditlhonyana tseo tša maseba ye ba le strong ba nkemele ba eme ba le strong masepao mona ke a vaia jo ke emetse wena ka montle o mpotse gore ke tsamaya gore ke šale na a ke tlo šianišana le wena because I'm staying for you for your sake. So ye le gore o feel o ka re wena o nyaka gore ke tsamaye mpotse.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, if you think your family is strong, come out so that I can cut out your throat. Gaspedi, tlamokonyesha masepao. Your boss. What you hear all those voice notes? Because now he's frustrated. He needs to find me before the family finds me so that I can finish what he started. Okay. As he's acting like he's looking for me, he flies away. Yeah, but my phone now, obviously it's on. When I call my cousin to explain on my dad's of the side of the family what happened, now he's not there, obviously. I don't know where he went. Fine. And then my mom takes me to Appel police station. That's where we come from. When we got there, they're like, "You know what? We can see you injured, ne? But since this thing happened in Hampatlela, you were supposed to go to the Wahomu police station. But in this case, we'll open the case and we'll transfer it to the Wahomu." Okay, that's fine. Saturday night, we don't know where he is. Sunday morning, now the cops are trying to reach him to tell him that he needs to be detained. So I think he saw the call Sema Podisa. He fled to where? Midrand, to our house. He sends me a message. He's like, "The demons inside me now wants the kids. I have to kill the kids. It's a sacrifice." Screenshots are there.
Aibo.
Now I'm thinking, my kids.
So now he's confessing to have demons in him.
Yes, it's there in writing.
I will want that screenshot here.
It's fine. And my mom is like, you know what? I see you terribly hurt, but we need to drive now to Midrand. We drive to Midrand. When we go to Midrand, we go straight to the police station. We show them the case number and we tell them that, no, we opened it to Appel. Appel said they'll transfer to Lubahome. Sharp. They didn't waste time. They're like, "Okay, let's go." They called manpower. I think it was 12 cops. We went to the complex where we stay. Luckily, the kids were not there. And the nanny, they went to the park. So they didn't see what happened. Went in, the cops arrested him. They took him to Midrand police station. So remember, according to the law, if you're going to arrest someone while the case was open elsewhere, you can only hold them for 48 hours. So Midrand police station could just help the other police station for 48 hours. Guys, our SAPS is failing us. I want to put this on record. Appel police station really failed me. So now, this guy was detained for 48 hours. After 48 hours, Lubahome police station was supposed to send a car to fetch him. So they can't do that because Appel haven't even submitted the docket So appel is just slow. I don't know for what good reasons. And then guy comes out after 48 hours, and then those cops, they tell him, okay, you need to go to court on Thursday, this past Thursday. And then I think it was the 28th. Yes, 28th of November. You need to go to court and all that. 28th comes, he goes to Lubahomu court. When he gets there, his name is not there. And the document that he has no case number. Okay. He goes back to Midrand. He starts posting that he's going to sue me for defamation of character because there's no case. It's dismissed and all that. So now we call Lubahomu police station or King. Did the guy buy a docket or what? They're like, no. Bale babile slow ba ko appel. Obviously, go court. The name won't be there because we don't have a docket, original docket. So they're delaying the whole process. My sister, if I tell you, they only received it, I think, 2 days ago.
From
the
Appel
23.
to Lebochum.
Yes. Appel police station. Appel people who don't have any police station. It was bad. Yes. And then now they found that docket. Only now that's when things that were supposed to happen are happening. Witnesses to be called and all that. I can't speak a lot about it because I don't want to give him hints. But ever since that day, one day he swears at me. The next day, hey, let's get back together. The next day he asked money for rent. Then the next day he asked me to drop charges because he doesn't have money for the lawyers. Hey, the car is broken. He needs to fix it. My sister, I'm going through a lot because this guy seems to be one of those obsessive people. Yes. So the sad part is he would literally find me and kill me while the SAPS is just doing their own thing. Yes. But Appel police station really, really failed me, and I want the whole country to know that they failed me so bad. Because up till now, he's still outside.
Sure.
Yes.
And with that type of behavior, he can do
Yes.
anything to you
Even
guys.
forcing me, yeah, I'm going to get the cops to arrest you for defamation. Give me your address. He's indirectly trying to find address of where I am. I was like, no, if you want to go open case, go. It's like, but no, they're going to need an address. That's when I knew that, my brother, you just want to know where I am. So, yeah, it's quite sad that we are within the 16 days of activism and our police are just chilling, man. Yeah, it's very sad.
So just to take you back a bit, when you came back, because you guys, when you left, you were staying in the same place.
Yes.
Right. So how is the staying arrangement now ever since you came back from Lebochum?
We don't stay together. He's in that house. Some of my stuff are in that house. I stay in now my new place.
So you went and you packed your stuff and you took the kids.
Yes, I took the kids. I packed. Yeah, I skipped that step. I took the kids. I packed. Auntie went home, and then we went back to Limpopo. So for that full week, I was home recovering. I took leave from work, and then I only got back to work this Tuesday. Yes. And then he can see that I'm in Joburg, but he doesn't understand. He wants to know where I am so badly. And then I was like, unfortunately, I'm not going to tell this guy where I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
My sister, this is so scary, hey? Because I think 2 days ago, we sat with a lady here who is saying that she was married to a very abusive man who would beat them up and all that stuff. And it got to a point where one fateful day, that guy was looking for them high and low until he had a gun and he wanted to kill all of them, and he eventually ended up killing only himself. So, and also I know somebody else who did that.
Yeah.
So this is not something which is light. I feel like it's not light at all. It's not something we should take lightly at all, especially considering the fact that this person is not stable. He's unstable.
Mentally, yes.
So this is scary.
It's very scary. Social media people take screenshots. Will post. Just this week, I'm a serial killer. Yes, I've killed 50 people. Yes, the monster is back. Death not be proud. All those stuff. So that's why I'm saying that I feel like, yeah, I'm being failed by Appel police station because they delayed the whole process. This guy can easily find me and kill me with the kids. Because he's one of those who used to tell me, now if you break up with me, I'll kill you, I'll kill the kids. So he really meant it. And I always told him that if you dare, put your hands on me, I'll get you exposed, get you arrested. Yes.
Sure. So based on maybe the fact that you are now speaking publicly, right?
Yes.
Are there is there any other person who came forward and said they've had an experience similar to this with the guy?
Yes. Eish. Ke sa kgolwa jwale. So obviously one of the, what's this? When I met him, he was going through a court case.
Okay.
So I asked him, what is this court case about? He just said, man, this ex was bitter and we just had a small fight. I just scratched her, she scratched me, and then now she opened the case. So now when I look back, I remember I once found, but then I didn't know and I was in love. There was a J88. What grievous harm, bodily, what. Yes, that was the case. So I used to go to Pretoria court with him, but I didn't understand what's happening. I wouldn't go inside. I was just going with him and then he would go. So I wasn't quite sure of what is happening. So now when I look back, this guy actually has beaten someone. And they broke up and then took advantage of this virgin girl. And then also the mother of his child was like, he once did it to me as well. Back then, a lot. So that's why now I came public with it, because I believe that if it gains that, public interest, he can't buy case. Because clearly this guy gets away with everything. If you see him, you can't tell that he would do that, or he'd say stuff like, I'll squeeze your neck and all that. So I'm just fed up and tired of someone who takes advantage of women, who can just do stuff, whatever he wants, disrespect women, and he never gets reprimanded. Sometimes you tell his family and they'd be like, he's an old man. You know what he's doing. Sorry, you'll be fine. To an extent that this week he told me, he was like, you know what? Yeah, my mom says that that's a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said to me. So that's why I have this fighting spirit that I want to fight for my justice, because I nearly died. I was with him in that car. I know what happened. He wasn't slapping me. He wasn't just beating me. That guy was up to killing me. Now I know the experience of how a person dies in a car accident. I know how those, may their soul rest in peace, those ladies who were murdered in homes feel before they die. Because I nearly died. Literally, they had pulling the handbrake. It's what saved me. And God, it wasn't my day. I saw death. Yeah.
Sure. I'm so sorry, sis, that you had to go through all
I'll
of
be
that.
fine, hey? Yes.
Yo.
It's tough.
No, it's a lot.
So I just want to see him. Either he goes to Vestkopis or getting arrested. Because I don't feel safe. I don't feel free at all. Because every day I get 30 missed calls or messages. Today he swears at me. Tomorrow, oh, you're my wife. He even sent me a marriage contract
Yeah?
this week. And I could tell that he typed it with Chat GPT. He's like, no, I spoke to an attorney. There's a voice note. Attorney friend of mine. Yeah, you need to sign. If I cheat on you, I beat you again. That's when I realized that I'm dealing with a monster here. This guy is going to kill me. Yeah.
He's not okay in the head. It's like he's not aware of the damage that he's done.
Yes, to him it's a light thing. You know your person, plus go high, they tell me, you know your person, still angry, she'll be fine, she'll come back. I used to do that, yes, with verbal abuse, but physical, my sister, I'll fight. Like, yes, I've seen some women in my family getting abused, and I told myself that I'll stop that generational curse with me. The ones that come after me, they won't go through it. They'll know. If he lays hands for the first time, you get him arrested. You put him out there. Because now as women, you stay first time, second time. Next thing, he kills you. Yeah.
But how do you really feel about everything that is happening? Because I do believe that when we get into relationships and we love people, we are not, calculative like that, to say if anything, like, because it's not like you're anticipating that it's going to happen in the future, but it does happen. And now it has happened in a time where you guys even have kids together.
Yes.
And whatever that happens to the guy when you have your justice, that means that the kids now remain with just you, even though it was not something that when you had these kids with him, you were hoping that you will be a single mother, because this is where it's going.
Yes, yes.
When you look at the kids, how does that make you feel?
Yo, my sister, you know the biggest wake up call was a month ago. I remember my daughter is 5 years old. She wanted the remote from her dad. And then the dad was like, no, this is my TV, this is my house. And then she's like, Dad, go out of my house. So he was just playing with her. He's like, okay, I'm leaving. And then I'm leaving with my son. Our son is 2 years old. As soon as he left, my daughter was so happy. And then I was like, like, yeah, mommy, now we can be free. We can be so happy. And then also when my mom or his mom would video call my daughter, be like, Daddy was shouting at mommy. Even if it didn't happen today, maybe a week ago, every single time she'd say like, why is daddy bullying mommy and all that? So kids can see, hey? I think that was my biggest wake up call. I was like, if my daughter is 5, and sometimes she asks me, why aren't you breaking up with daddy? What? She understands everything. That's when I was like, you know what? No, this kid is suffering mentally already at 5. So I can't now, the 2-year-old was 1 by then. I can't now get him as well into this. Okay, fine. As soon as I got that new place when we moved in, my daughter was telling everyone in the streets, my mom got a new. The pride in it, even my mom was like, can you see how proud she is? She is so happy. She's proud that our mother finally found us a house without daddy. And then sometimes like, can I call daddy? But I won't tell him about the house. He'll come here and kill us all. Yeah. So it's painful to see that because it was unplanned. I had thought, preserving myself, being a good girl, saving my virginity for marriage, Kanti, this is what marriage gives me. When if I was around, yes. So now it's like, what a waste of time, my sister. Why did I?
Yeah, you know, my sister, the thing is, this life does not have a formula. Hey, it does not have a formula. But the way you're narrating your story, for me, it feels like bit by bit you were emotionally preparing yourself to leave. And just him being physical with you was like maybe the last kick or something like that. I don't know.
I'm sorry to say this, I've been planning an escape plan. I had thought by March next year I would leave. So he cut message. I was like, thank God.
Although he almost killed you, but
Yes, because I've been celibate for 4 months, but we stay in the same house. So emotionally, I had detached. I remember I would find him texting girls and everything, and I wouldn't complain. It'd be like, why are you being cold? Why are you being like that? It's like you don't love me anymore. It's like, my brother, I have 2 kids now. I'm a focused girl. I don't have time to be. So the love was slowly but surely just wavering away. So yes, I was planning an escape plan, and he gave me the best reason ever because he knew that now if you beat me, I think he took it as a joke when I told him that I'll expose you and get you arrested because he's the father of my kids.
yeah.
Because everything he says now is like, for the sake of the kids. I was like, my kids were not happy.
The time when he was beating you up, did he not know that you had kids?
Imagine, hey, what happened to through thick and thin?
Hey.
It doesn't involve the hand, not for me. So that's why I'm saying that I'm going public not because I'm trying to find sympathy or chasing clout. No, I'm doing this to break the cycle. Woman needs to know that. Lay your hand just the first time. It's possible to get him arrested. Akarliana, he tried to be a beast with you. So now he needs to go find some real beast in there.
Yeah.
God, I want this guy to scream the same way I scream, feel stranded the same way I felt. I'll be fine.
Sure, my sister. I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that.
I didn't even have time to grieve my grandmother. 3 hours after, already.
Somebody wants you to follow your grandmother.
Imagine.
Yo, Jesus. How do we help? How do we come in with everything that's happening now? Where do we extend a hand?
Honestly speaking, I think the biggest thing is my justice. You guys helping me fight for my justice, and also just for the SAPS to see that this is a serious case. They can't be that slow. I mean, since the 23rd, this guy is still outside. You call investigator. Oh, we can't find him on his phone. His phone is off. So no tracing, no. So yeah, all I want is just for the public to help me, justice for Dineo, and also apply pressure to the Lubakhomo police station and Appel police station. I just want justice. I just want my kids to be safe. I want to be safe. I'm living in fear. Yeah, even at the mall, I check. At the office, I check via the window. That's not normal.
Yeah.
No, he deserves the punishment. He really does, because he's used to getting away with anything. And he calls himself God.
Ha!
Yeah, his TikTok videos are there.
My sister, you were dealing with it. Hey, I don't want to say because I don't want that low suit. But my sister, that's a lot, you know? It's a lot that you've been dealing with. And do you even sleep at night?
Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. Because flashbacks, man, the screaming. How I saw that speed. The crying to people I didn't know. Like, I still have those flashbacks. So immediately when he sends me stuff, I get even more traumatized. Like, yo, this guy can easily find us. Yes.
And the kids, are you not afraid to leave them, you know?
Honestly speaking, the new person that I found who stays with them is someone that he doesn't know, he has no access to. Where we stay, unfortunately, he'll never be able to find us. Yes. So that's what gives me that sense of peace when I'm at work, that even if I'm not safe, because he knows where I work, but my kids are safe. Yeah.
Sure, we thank God for that.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this is actually going to, you know, catalyze the situation so that it happens quicker. And it's quite sad that all of this is happening now when we are dealing with 16 days of activism. We are busy campaigning, making noise, and also, believe it or not, you are not the only one. There are so many women out there who are going through the same thing,
Yeah.
you know, where they are fearing for their lives, all because they choose to love someone, you know?
Yeah.
And to a point where that someone feels like they own you, they own your life, you know, because for some reason when somebody behaves in this manner, they feel like they own you to a certain
that's
degree,
true.
you know. So yeah, I'm just hoping for the best, and we'll make noise, we'll share as much as we can.
Thank you
and
so
and hope
much.
that you get your justice. If it means we must come stand outside the court with the boards, then so be it.
I would really appreciate that, guys. Like, I really, really, really need that support.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, there's no way someone can be out there. Even now, we're in December now, since the 23rd of November. It's the 6th of December tomorrow. Yes. So please,
I
please
can only
support me
imagine
out.
how life is like that. Like, I mean, you know that the guy is roaming out there in the streets,
Yeah.
and the threats are continuing, and all that
Yes.
stuff. You know,
So, yeah, I really need that help from the public. If it has more public interest, I believe that there's no wishy-wishy stuff that can happen. Because immediately when they said the docket is nowhere to be found, that's when I started,
worried,
being
Sure.
worried.
No, this one is definitely one of those that they're gonna have to see it to finish. You know, so that you get the justice that you deserve, and maybe even other people that he's done stuff to before and they never got their justice. Maybe your story can, you know, encourage them to also say, maybe I can also continue or start afresh and fight, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't think there's an expiry date for an offense that has been made, you know. At the end of the day, justice must be served. Okay, I don't know if there's anything I'm leaving out. Any question under general, the people? You have a question?
Dineo,
Yes.
you are gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
You are so beautiful. I know this is difficult, but the resilience inside you is not only going to save you, but it's going to save many other women that would have fallen victim to this man. You will get your justice. South African police services is failing us as women. How many bodies must we have because dockets go missing? How many women must become crime scenes of men before this stops? Crimes are being reported, but police are not doing anything about it. Corruption comes first. KFC comes first. Coke comes first. People are dying and they are being buried every day. Those are mothers. Those are daughters. Those are our sisters that we are losing on a daily basis. Because there are people who are just sitting there and all they do, they stamp. And there's nothing else that they do. Can our police service save us from the monsters? Can they really one day just hit the road and get these people? If you know who this person is, you know where they reside, what is stopping you from locking them up? We are not saying that women must take the law into their own hands. But if you are not doing what you are supposed to do, what are we supposed to do? Exactly. Can law enforcement do what they are supposed to do and save us from these monsters?
Yeah.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you so much for those
I hope
words.
the message gets to the people so that they hear the seriousness of this thing, you know. Anyway, thank you so much, my sister. I think
Thanks
we've
for
come to
having me.
is there anything you would like to say in closing, your parting words?
Okay. In closing, I would just like to encourage all women out there, hore, don't wait for the first time, second time, and families as well. Please stop this thing whereby if someone assaults your daughter, bare mhlangano meeting, you have to talk about it, resolve as families. No, that person needs to be sentenced and then served for the crime that they did. So women out there, if someone beats you for the first time, please get them arrested, make them famous, knowing that you are safe. Because if you keep it private, you're gonna die. And if you're a mother, your kids are just gonna be motherless. So please, ladies, continue to fight. Fight for your justice. Stand up for yourself. And to the law enforcement, please help us because the SAPS is failing me as well and failing so many people. How many bodies are supposed to come out of this country for you guys to take this serious and help us as women? Please. And I thank you.
Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you for
I
having
really,
me.
really commend you for your bravery, you know, and also just not waiting for it to happen multiple times before you snap out of it and say, I want justice for myself. And I do believe that, you know, you will overcome all of this and you will get your justice. We are here with you all the way.
Thank you so much, guys.
With that being said, thank you so much, Bazalwane. We'll see you on the next one. Please leave a comment down below if you can assist us in any way possible so that Dineo gets her justice. Please reach out to us. We will see you guys on the next one. God bless you. Mwah.